This is one of several G6 Instant cameras that I have on the farm, and they're connected with Wi-Fi, which is fine until you need a solid connection. So in this video, I'm gonna fix that with this thing. I currently have 5 G6 Instant cameras on the farm, and I actually really like them, mostly because they got magnets. Which, if you hadn't seen that video that I did on, go check that out. But I was quite surprised to find that they're magnet mounted, or can be. So I have 5. They're all running. One's even powered by battery. They don't use a lot of power. They're just a great camera. But right here behind me, in front of me, behind you, we're building a new shed workshop. And I've been doing time-lapse videos with this camera of the build. But the Wi-Fi connection occasionally drops out. And that means that there's a gap in the recording, which means you can't do a time-lapse over. It's a bit annoying. So I'm gonna make them wired. And this is thanks to the comments of these videos, because if you're a subscriber, or actually if you're not a subscriber, click the button down below. But a lot of my subscribers, thank you very much, give me a ton of good advice. One of them being, why don't you use a PoE to USB adapter for your cameras? And I'm like, oh, I don't need that because I'm already powering them with power. And then someone pointed out, no, this makes them wired. Yes, the signal goes through the USB and the PoE and the switch and the fiber, and instead of over Wi-Fi. And I didn't know this. I didn't know this thing existed. So thank you for putting that comment up and educating me. That's very cool. So I've got 2 of these. I bought 2. 2. And I'm gonna put one on this camera because it's doing the time-lapse thing here, and I'm going to put one up on the pump shed because we're going to start building up in front of that as well. So that's a similar scenario. I'd like the connection to be better, and of course we have fiber to the pump shed too, so we can do a proper connected experience there too. So that's the plan. Really simple. I think it's cool. I don't know how many of you knew that you could do this, and of course we can talk about pros and cons at the end, but for now let's just have a look at what these look like in the Protect app when they are wireless. Right, so I'm looking here at the PowerShed 1 camera, which is that G6 Instant camera. And as you can see, it has status online. That is pretty common, but it has connection, excellent. That actually goes up and down a bit. For some reason, these cameras need to be really close to access points, and there is one just behind it on the other side. That's my U6 mesh, put up with industry standard double-sided tape. Actually has screws in it now too. And it says it's connected to the PowerShed, which is that access point. So that sort of is what you get. It looks, that's the Wi-Fi connection. Oh, it has a signal here, 0 dBm. Not sure about that. I think it's higher than that. But I'm assuming that's going to change when we put a USB to PoE adapter on. I haven't actually done it yet, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't think anything else is going to change. Recording mode, that looks about the same. That should be the same. Yeah, settings. Camera name, no, that should all be good. We should just suddenly have a much better connection because it's going to be connected, well, with a cable. Yeah. All right. Let's actually connect it inside the shed, and then we'll see what it looks like. All right. Welcome to my shed roof or something. The connection, or the power brick is just here. You can probably see it just behind me. It's going to come down. That's where it connects, and that's where the power comes from. So I'm going to disconnect it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this thing here, just the normal power, USB-C powered. So I've now connected it, which means we've got to put the adapter on. So I'm going to put that in my pocket, use that for later. So we need the adapter, which I don't think there's much in the box, to be honest. Kind of says it on the packaging, doesn't it? USB-C to PoE adapter. There's some warranty information in the box, but that's it. There's nothing else. And that's it. That's what we got. So USB-C into one end and RJ45 in the other one. You get PoE in. So we're going to plug that in there like that. That should be it. It's not very exciting, but it is a cool, clever device, and I like it because I didn't know about it. That's part of why I do YouTube. Okay, stay. And then I have a 5-meter Cat6 cable because I got to go all the way around on that side, and then behind my batteries. If you haven't seen my Sig Energy battery video, go check that out. These are really cool. and then all the way over there to my 2.5 gig PoE switch. So I'll just do that, and then I'll meet you over there. And here's where I have yet to do cable management. Anyway, I know you'll comment on it anyway. It's coming. This is going to change a little bit, so I didn't go too mad with it. But here is the Cat 6 that's coming from the PoE or USB-C to PoE adapter. So we're going to put it into the switch, which I put up in my fiber video as well. So if you haven't seen the fiber video, go check it out. It's where all this, the Phobot, and here's the connection that comes directly from the house. It's very exciting. So I have 10 gig to my power shed, because you need that as well. So in here in my Flex, what's it called again? Switch Flex Pro, which is a weatherproof box. Big fan of these, they're really nice. I'm going to put that in and just plug it in there. And then we can route the cable in. Lovely. And we should see a light. Yes, there's light. Hooray! Get in there. Lovely. So now the G6 Instant is hardwired, even though it's a Wi-Fi camera. But it's not anymore, I think. Anyway, let's just do the pump shed as well, and we'll see what it looks like. Hello. If you happen to be interested or in the market for a G6 Instant or any other kind of Unifi device, well, why not use my affiliate link? Yes, it's down below, and you will actually help out the channel quite a lot. So if you are looking for Unifi stuff, please consider using that, because it supports the channel, lets me do a lot more of these videos. And thank you. Well, there's other ways you can support as well. You could subscribe, press that subscribe button down below. It's a big red one. It's free to press, and it gives you a lot more goodness of this. Yeah, it lets me do more videos as well. And you become part of the community, which also means you can leave comments on more videos, which helps me out and teaching me, like, this device exists for the G6 Instant. You can have a USB-C to PoE adapter that actually creates a wide camera. Many things like that. Or give it a thumbs up. Or you could become a member. Members get a lot of behind the scenes content and extra videos and extra posts and things like that. And I really appreciate all of your support in whatever way that you might be able to. So thank you very much. Okay, back to the video. So here's the pump shed G6 Instant right there, and it's on with magnet, because it's so good with magnets. It works really well, hasn't moved at all. And it's pointing here because that's where the new house is going to be built, or the new, office, studio, etc., over the next many months. So I like to use this to, well, time lapse and have some recordings, etc. But that is now powered, as the others are, with USB-C. So it goes in through there. I'll show you. And it comes out somewhere there, and it goes in, and it ends up there. So let's fix that one as well. I'm just going to put you over here. And we're going to use just a small patch cable, because it's not far, and I have a port free. Now this is my flex switch. I've been using that for a long time. It's never missed a beat, but I now have fiber, which is right behind me here. Fiber's there, Phobot comes in, and I'm using this media converter that's lying there. I don't know if you can see it, media converter. And obviously I need a 10 gig switch, which I don't have yet. Well, I do actually, but I need a Flex Utility Pro case to put it in, because this is not a friendly environment to technology. It's an old pump shed. So it's coming. I will let you know when that's coming, but let's just plug this in. So I'm going to unplug USB-C again. Yeah. And, oh, yes, I knew that. I need the thing, don't I? There it is. And we're going to attach that. Get out. Again, USB-C one end, Cat 6 the other, simple. And then we just plug it into here, like that. Come on. Like that. And we'll do a bit of cable management, go through there. And then this is going to dangle for now. I know. But that's now cable, also via fiber. How good is that? Yeah, so my 2 Wi-Fi cameras, well, 2 of the 5, are now, well, no longer Wi-Fi. Well, they are, but they're connected via fiber. All right, both cameras are now connected with a wire, so fiber actually. Sorry, I say that a lot. It's amazing. So yes, so what does it look like now in Protect? Not a lot of difference, but so I have here, you can see I've got the 5 G6 instant cameras, the garden shed, power shed 1, 2, pump shed, and tennis court shed. The tennis court is powered by PoE, so that actually, some of you commenters say, hey, why don't you power that with the USB-C instead of going with the power brick, like 240 volt? Good call. I now get like 3 weeks of battery rather than 7 days. Excellent, I didn't have to convert, etc. Anyway, that's an aside. We're at the pump shed here. I'll start with that. You can now see here that the connection is excellent, but there's also a little plug, little RJ45 plug. So it says it's wired and it's connected to the pump shed switch, which is what we did. Other than that, there's not really any difference other than that. Actually, I did notice just looking at it before that it's much more responsive. You can see here, there's me. You can see I'm right there. Hello. If I scroll, because it's connected pretty much directly to the UDM SE, which is currently my Protect host, it's very, very responsive, which is nice. It wasn't always that responsive on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then just for completeness sake, the power shed, that is the same. You can see it has excellent, it's connected to the power shed switch. So that's the only difference. Other than that, the camera is completely the same, as you'd expect. But I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to configure anything. I just plugged it in and it knew. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, they're plugged in now. Right, so nice little quick video, but something I think is really cool. Yeah, I never knew, as I said at the start, I never knew this was a thing. Thank you so much in the comments for letting me know. But there's, of course, there is the question of value always, right? So should you do this, what I've just done, put that adapter on? Well, as always, it depends. So I got here on the screen, I got the PoE to USB-C adapter is $49. I paid $112 Australian, I think. So, because we get the Australia tax here, unfortunately, so it's a lot more expensive in Australia, just saying, in case you're in North America wondering. But never mind, $49 US for the adapter. And as it says here, it says provides power and connectivity, including compatible Protect Wi-Fi cameras. So it actually works with the G4 Doorbell Pro and G4 and G6 Instant as well to make it a wired camera. So that's kind of neat. Right, so the value is there, it's pretty obvious. It makes your connection a lot more stable, especially when you have fiber to your power shed. Did I mention I have that? But bear that in mind, $49. If I go back to the cameras here, the G6 Instant, which is just down here, there it is $179 US plus 49, right? So that's, oh God, maths, right? It's $228 US for the set. So the adapter and the camera. For that, you can also get a G6 Bullet or a G6 Turret, which is up here. There you go. Which are comparable sensors, comparable cameras, but they're already wired and they're a bit cheaper. So when do you do this? Well, I already had the G6 Instant cameras, and the other 3 I'm going to leave as Wi-Fi cameras because it's fine. It's just in this case I had a specific requirement that I wanted to record this, and I like the magnet mount. They're easy, they're versatile, they're easy to do. So it depends on what you want out of it. But do bear in mind that yes, you can get a cheaper wired camera from Unifi rather than doing the combination that I did. But that doesn't take away that it's kind of cool. So let me know in the comments what you think. As always, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing. That's the big red button, yes. Because you become part of the community and you can let me know as well what I do wrong in my farm setup things. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.